बोली श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। बोली श्री महापति महादेव की जय। Jai Jai Sitaram, and a cordial welcome, devotees, to all of you joining with us this morning as we engage in our Sunday devotion on this day before the most auspicious day of Shri Maha Shivratri. As we engage in our devotion this morning, those who are performing puja with us, I ask that we all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads. We focus our minds this morning at the feet of Shri Krishna as we do our opening prarthana. Hari Om. Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Shri Saraswatyai Namah. Shri Guru Charan Kamale Bhyo Namah. Om Sham No Mitra Sham Varuna Sham No Bhavatu Aryamam Sham No Indro Brihaspati Sham No Vishnu Rurukramam. Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Varishyami Ritam Varishyami Satyam Varishyami Tanmam Avatu Tarvaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. Om Dhyo Shantihi Antarikshagam Shantihi Prithvihi Shantihi Apah Shantihi Oshadaya Shantihi Vanaspataya Shantihi Vishvidevah Shantihi Brahma Shantihi Sarvagam Shantihi Shantireva Shanti Samah Shantiridhi. Those who are participating in puja, we all chant our Rashi names together. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Vishnur Vishnur Vishnu Namah Paramatmane Shri Puran Purushotam Adya Shri Brahmanoni Dvitya Pararhe Shri Shvet Varaha Kalpe Vaivasvat Manvantari Ashtavinshati Tame Kali Yuge Kali Pratham Charani Bhuloke Jambu Dvipe Kanada Varshis Kabro Grami Baudhavatari Shubh Mase Shubh Pakshe Shubh Tithi Amukha Namasya Mukha Gotramanamaham Daihika Daivika Bhautika Taptraya Iti Shri Krishna Bhagavan Havan Pujanam Shankalpam Karishye. Offer your flower. We now do Pavitra purification. We sprinkle the water around the altar area 3 times. Om Pavitraha Pavitro Va Sarvavasthangato Vapeva Yashmarit Pundarikaksham Sabahyabhya Antaram Suchi. Om Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. We bow down to our altar 3 times, envisioning that we are bowing to Dharti Mata, Mother Earth. Om Shamashvame Parasparsham Shamashile Paratpare Ram Krishna Dikanantvam Mata Pritave Namostute. We bow to the ground, we take our seats. Om Prithvi Tvayadrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadrita Tvam Chadharyamam Nityam Pavitram Kuru Chasanam Iti Asanam Samarpayami. Prem se asan lijiye, please have your seats. This morning, devotees, our devotion is sponsored by one of my goddaughters from the US, from Baltimore area. Leela Joseph is sponsoring today's devotion, and we wish Bhagwan's choicest blessings to you, Leela, and of course the entire family. And all these offerings again will be done on her behalf, and we all pray together on our own behalf this morning as we invoke the presence and blessings of Panch Mahadevta, first beginning with Lord Ganesha. We all contemplate, meditate upon that beautiful form. Hari Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Kote Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Medeva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvara. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahe Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Boli Shri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. Meditate, contemplate upon Devi Mata in the form of Adi Shakti, Durga Mata. Om Sarva Mangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayane Namostute. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Boliye Shri Adi Shakti Durga Mata ke Jai. Now meditate upon that most auspicious form, beautiful form of Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Vishveshwar Namastubhyam Vishwatma Vishwakarma Krit Vishwabhug Vishma Mayushvam Vishwakridarate Prabhu. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Boli Shri Mahapati Mahadeva ki Jai. With great reverence, we do pranam obeisance to Shri Surya Narayana Swami. Om Bhaskaraya Vidmahi Divakaraya Dhimahi Tanna Surya Prachodayat. Adideva Namastubhyam Prasida Mama Bhaskara. Divakar Namastubhyam Prabhakar Namostute. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Boliye Shri Surya Narayana Swami ki Jai. And now we focus our mind upon Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan, Shri Krishna Bhagavan. शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरणं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। ॐ कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपाकुमाराय श्रीगोविन्दाय नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। बोलिए श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। बोलिए श्री महाविष्णु भगवान के जय। So at this time, devotees will be engaging in our offerings unto Shri Krishna. So those who are participating with us in puja, please join in the offerings along with us. Firstly, we offer water. Hari Om Gangesha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalyasmin Sinadim Kurum Shri Krishna Bhagavan Argyam Padyam Snanam Samarpayami. We offer Chandan. Om Shri Khanda Chandanam Divyam Gandadhyo Samanuharam Vilepanam Surushreshtam Chandanam Pratigrihyatam. We offer Pushpa, flower. Om Malyadini Sugandheni Malyatadini Vai Prabhu Mahritani Pujaratam Pushpani Pratigrihyatam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Pushpam Samarpayami. We offer Gandha essence. Om Gandham Grihan Devesh Deva Deva Dayanidhi Tvameva Jagatam Natistva Tvameva Jagatam Prabhu Shri Krishna Bhagavan Gandham Samarpayami. We offer deep light arti. Om Sajan Chavarti Sanyuktam Avahninaayujitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesha Trailukyam Timirapaham. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. If you prepared a Naivedya, Prasad, you can please hold it in your hands at this time. We all join together now as we offer Prasad, firstly passing the water around it 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu Yadvari Sarva Papaharam Shubham Taridam Kalapitam Devam Samyagya Achmanyatvam Tvaya. We all pray together to Shri Krishna Bhagavan today as we offer this Naivedya. We humbly ask him to accept it and to shed and shower his blessings upon us all. Om Grit Pakvam Havishainam Payasham Chasharakara Nana Vidhan Naivedyam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Naivedyam Samarpayami. ॐ हरिर्दाता हरिर्भुक्ता हरिरन्नं प्रजापति हरिर्विप्रा शरीरस्तु भुक्ते भोजयते हरि। बोलिए श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल के जय। Touch the prasad to the murti. Touch by your heads. Say Shri Krishna Arpanam. If you have flowers, tulsi leaf in your prasad, you can offer by the murti chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now offer water to Shri Krishna. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihan Parameshwaram Shri Krishna Bhagavan Achmanyam Samarpayami. If you prepared dakshina, you can offer this at this time. Om Nakpal Supal Maulavi Vanditangre Yugala Prabhu Hare Dakshinang Pradeshri Krishna Bhagavan Danam Dakshinaye Samarpayami. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So at this time, devotees, as we are accustomed to, we'll join in simple kirtan, praises to Gajanana Swami, Shri Ganesha. Jai 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 Gananayaka, Jai Jai Vigna Vinashaka, Jai 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 Gananayaka,
Jai Jai Vigna Vinashaka,
Jai 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 Gananayaka, Jai Jai Vigna Vinashaka. शुभ मंगल दायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका,
जय शुभ मंगल दायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका,
जय 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 गणनायका, जय जय विघ्न विनाशका,
जय जय जय
गजवरना गौरी नंदन, गजवरना गौरी नंदन, गजवरना गौरी नंदन, गजवरना गौरी नंदन, गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन,
गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन,
गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन,
गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन,
जय 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 गणनायका, जय जय विघ्न विनाशका,
जय 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 गणनायका, जय जय विघ्न विनाशका,
जय शुभ मंगल दायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका,
जय शुभ मंगल दायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका,
गजवदना गौरी नंदन,
गजवरना गौरी नंदन,
गजवदना गौरी नंदन,
गजवरना गौरी नंदन,
शिव शंभु नंदन
गंगाधर शिव शंभु नंदन
जय 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 गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका
जय 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 गणनायका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका
जय जय विघ्न विनाशका जय जय विघ्न विनाशका। बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। So at this time, devotees, we prepare ourselves for mantra jap havan. So those who are performing havan with us, please sit in front of your havan kund and we will ignite the fire while chanting this mantra. Om bhurbhuvasvaha, Om bhurbhuvasvaha, dhayuriva bhumna prithaviva varimna, tasyaste prithavi devaya janim vrishti aganim, अनादम अनादयादधि। बोलिए श्री अग्नि देवता की जय। Pass the water around the fire 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu yadvari sarva papaharam shubham taridam kalapitam devam samyagyachmanyatvam tvayati achmanyam samarpayami. We begin making our offerings at the recitation of Swaha. We offer small amounts and also recite Swaha together. Om Shri Ganesh Devtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gauri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Shankar Bhagwan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Agni Devtabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Mataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahavishnu Bhagwan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhashkaraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Chandraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhaumaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Buddhaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Guruve Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Shukraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Shanishcharaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Rahave Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ketave Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Pranaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Apanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Samanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Indriyaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Udanikaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Ishtadevta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Kul Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sthan Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gram Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mata Pita Charan Kamle Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Shanti Ko Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Panchpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Das Dikpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Adi Shakti Durga Mataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Rundhati Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Bhadrakali Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Santoshini Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Rudrani Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Brahmani Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Parameshwari Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Ambike Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Chandike Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Aim Saraswati Mataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Krishna Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Hanumate Devata Bhyo Namaha Swaha. We all join together as we chant Brahm Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitursvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Mahamrityunjay Mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Vandanam Mrityurmukshямamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Vandanam Mrityurmukshямamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamev Vandanam Mrityur Mukshямamritat Swaha. We chant together Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, 27 repetitions. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. 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 Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Final offering. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Pass the water around the fire. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaram Shri Agni Devtachmanyam Samarpayami. Boli Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai. Devotees, this morning as we engage in our devotion, there's a very beautiful stotram that is called Nirvana Shatakam. These are 6 verses that are designed and composed to remind us as individuals, as human beings, as to our true nature. It goes on to describe that what we are not. It says, O Mano Buddhya Hankara, that we are not the mind, we are not the buddhi, the intelligence, we are not the Hankara, the ego. And it goes on in depth and detail to tell us what we are not. But it also reminds us in every verse, most importantly, who we are. And who we are, devotees, this wonderful stotram, this wonderful prayer is telling us, Chidananda Rupaha, Shivoham, Shivoham. That we are that Rupa and that form of Chid and Ananda, consciousness and bliss. Consciousness and bliss, Shivoham, that we are that auspiciousness. The name Shiva, devotees, means auspicious, and we remind ourselves this morning of our true nature as we engage in this wonderful stotra. Om Mano Buddhya Hankar Chetane Naham Na cha shrotra jive Na cha ghran netra Na cha vyom bhumir Na tejo na vayo Chirananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chirananda Rupa
Shivoham, Shivoham.
न चा प्राण संज्ञो न वै पांचवार न वा सप्त धातुर न वा पांच कोश न वा पाणिपादम न चोपष्ट पाय चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप
Shivoham,
न मे द्वेष राग न मे लोभ मोह मरो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्य भाव न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप
Shivoham, Shivoham.
न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोजं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham.
न मृत्यु न शंका न मे जाति भेद पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः
Shivoham,
अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकार रूपो विभुत्वच्च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणि न वा सङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मे यस् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः
Shivoham, Shivoham.
चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्। बोलिए श्री महापति महादेव की जय। Devotees, remind ourselves of the greatness of the Pancha Akshara mantra Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. And when we put Om in front, it becomes Shadakshar, or 6 syllables. Om Namah Shivaya means that we bow to that Lord of auspiciousness, and each time, devotees, that we say Om Namah Shivaya, and we come to this auspicious day. It's called Mahashivratri. And each month, devotees, there's 2 Shivratri. It comes on the 13th day of the lunar cycle. It's called Pradosh Vrat. To those who have our calendar, you will see Pradosh Vrat. And each month, there's 2 of them. And these days are specially dedicated to Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. On the Mahashivratri day, it is falling on the Chaturdashi, or the 14th day. And this is called Mahashivratri. On this auspicious day, devotees, one should dedicate themselves as much as possible to the feet of Shiv Shankar Bhagwan, chanting Om Namah Shivaya, restraining the senses, restraining the mind, restraining the intellect from anything that is impure, anything that is not good, and chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Each and every time we chant that Om Namah Shivaya, devotees, what is happening? We are removing the darkness, we are removing the ignorance, we are removing those impurities, the impure qualities that reside in our minds, making us more aware of our true nature. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. Shiva Shankara Shambho, Shiva Shankara Shambho, Shiva Shankara Shambho,
Shiva Shankara Shambho.
We all reach out to Shiv Shankar Bhagwan this morning. Jai Shiva Shankara Namami Shankara, Shiva Shankara Shambho. Jai Shiva Shankara
Namami Shankara, Shiva Shankara Shambho.
We all chant together. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma Bolo. Om Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma. हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर
शिव शंकर शंभो।
जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma Bolo.
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Pahi Ma.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय रक्षा मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय रक्षा मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां।
बोलो ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय पाहि मां।
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय पाहि मां। ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय पाहि मां। Everyone together. ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय पाहि मां। बोलिए श्री महापति महादेव की जय। Devotees, this morning, as I mentioned, our service is sponsored by Leela Joseph of Baltimore, and she's requested especially that praises be done to Pavanputra Hanumanji. So before I get carried away with Kathan, we run out of time. I'd like to fulfill this request, and also at the same time to mention birthday for this week, that my sister Vidya, she celebrated her birthday this past week, and also one of my cousins from Texas, her daughter also celebrated a birthday this week, Vera. So I'd like to wish my sister Vidya and my niece Vera very, very happy birthday, and those whose birthday I may have missed, please do forgive us, and may Hanumanji blessings be upon each and every one. So Leela, you know the purpose of this bhajan, so may the blessings of Hanumanji be upon this great devotee. मेरे सुन लो मारुति नंदन, का तो मेरे दुख के बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, का तो मेरे दुख के बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। मुझ पर भी करुणा करना, मैं आया शरण तुम्हारे। मैं जोड़े हाथ करा हूँ, तेरे दर का बना भिखारी। तुम सबसे बड़े भंडारी, मैं पानी तुम हो चंदन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। मेरे सुन लो मारुति नंदन, काटो मेरे दुख के बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी,
तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन।
तेरा नाम बड़ा दुनिया में, सब तेरा ही गुण गावे। इस जग के सब नर नारी, चरणों में शीश नवाए। कर भव से पार मुझे भी, हे बाबा संकट मोचन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। मेरे सुन लो मारुति नंदन, काटो मेरे दुख के बंधन।
हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन।
मैंने तेरी आश लगाई, बाबा हनुमान गोसाई। जब भीड़ परी भक्तों पे, तूने ही करे सहाय। वीरान करे है दुहाई, प्रभु दीजो मोहे दर्शन। हे महावीर बजरंगी,
तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन।
मेरे सुन लो मारुति नंदन, काटो मेरे दुख के बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। बोलो पावन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। May the blessings of Hanuman ji be upon us all devotees. We say in this Bhajan, He Mahabir Bajrangi, O Pawan Putra Hanuman ji, O great brave Hanuman ji, O very strong Hanuman ji, tum hi kahte hai dukh bhanjan. You are called that one who dukh bhanjan, who removes the dukh or the sufferings of your devotees. Devotees, this is something that we all should remember and we should all practice. You know, I always encourage and recommend to devotees that one thing that we should perform every day is the chanting of Hanumanji Chalisa. Every day we should chant Shri Hanumanji Chalisa. It brings immense benefits to us, great benefits. So for young people coming up, two things that we always mention that they should start doing in their spiritual pursuits is doing jap with Pachakshar mantra Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. Now how long will this take us, devotees? Om Namah Shivaya 108 times, less than 5 minutes, about 3 minutes maybe. If we chant Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. And then Hanumanji Chalisa, if we chant it in a simple way, between 5 and 7 minutes. So think about it, 10 minutes from our day. 10 minutes from our day, two very beneficial practices. For our young ones growing up and for us Also, we are grown up, yes, so that does not make us exempt from this practice. It's something very great for us, each and every one, to practice devotees, to engage in the worship of Hanumanji, to engage in the worship of Shiv Shankar Bhagavan on a daily basis. Of course, we do know we praise Lord Ganesh also on an everyday basis. We make this part of what we call our Nitya Karma, or everyday activities. These things should become part, devotees, and integral parts. So this morning, as we prepare ourselves to receive Katha from Sri Ramcharitamanas, I humbly ask once more, we clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads. We focus our minds at the feet of Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram as we chant this simple praise. Hare Om Varnanam Artha Sanghanam Rasanam Chandasam Mangalanam Chakartaro Vande Vani Vinayako Bhavani Shankaro Bande Shraddha Vishwaswarupina Yabhyam Vinan Pashyante Siddha Swanta Sthaneshwaram Vande Bodham Mayam Nityam Guru Shankar Rupinam Yamashrito He Vakro Vapi Chandra Sarvatra Bandhyate Sitaram Gunagram Punyaranya Biharina Vande Vishuddha Vijnana Kavishvara Kapishvaro. Ramayana Sumiran. Jehi Sumirat Siddhi Ho Gananayak Karivara Badana Karu Anugraha So Mukha hoi vacha Panguchar hai gir varadhana Jasu kripa sodaya Dravaru sakhala Kalimala Dahana Nila Saro Rohasya Karuna Aruna Marija Dayana Karu Somama Uradhana Sarakshira Sagara Shayana Kunda Endu Samade Umar Mana Karunayana Jahidina Parane Kripa Mardana Bandav Guru Padka Kripa Sindhu Nararu बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. Bandau Guru Padakanj. It means, devotees, that we bow most reverently to the feet of our Guru. Now those who do not have in physical form a Guru, what is recommended is that Shiv Shankar Bhagwan is called Param Guru. Param Guru means the supreme teacher, the supreme spiritual guide. And by chanting of Om Namah Shivaya and asking the blessings and the guidance of Lord Shiva, devotees, one can be guided spiritually. Not to say that we should not find a spiritual guide in this world, but devotees, if perhaps we do not have one, until such time that we do obtain a spiritual guide, we should be looking towards Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. In the Trinity of Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma is known as the creator or the form of mother. Vishnu Bhagwan is known as the sustainer or the form of father. And Lord Shiva is known as destroyer or transformer or the form of Guru. Mata, Pita, Guru. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. So we all blessed. We have a mother, father, otherwise we wouldn't be here. And then it's our responsibility to find an appropriate and worthy person to be our Guru or spiritual guide. But in the absence, again, devotees, we look to Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. And in relation to our Katha, when Garudaji was, being distressed about all the doubts and the difficulties he was going through in his mind. And he went to Shiv Shankar Bhagwan, and of course at that time we understand Lord Shiva was on his way to the palace of Kuber. As such, Lord Shiva said, this is not an appropriate place to disseminate knowledge, to give katha. So he sent him to Kagbhusundaji. And devotees, we heard this whole dialogue that took place between Kagbhusundaji and Garud, where Kagbhusundaji gave the entirety of Sri Ramcharitamanas to Garudji. And devotees, Garud is now speaking. He's speaking to Kagbhusundaji after receiving this wonderful gift, this wonderful knowledge. Devotees, let us hear what happens in Doha. Bihanga pati bani sahita vinaya anuraga sahita vinaya anuraga. पुलक गात लोचन सजला मन हर्षेयु अति कागसिया पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरण. Remember how Garudaji is speaking to Kagbhusundaji about how blessed he felt to be in his company, how blessed he felt to receive the divine knowledge that was given to him. And devotees, Suni Bihangapati Bani Sahita Binay Anuraga. Devotees, upon hearing that, the words of Garud, upon hearing what Garud is saying at this time, devotees, and his words were very humble, very simple, very modest. And his words were very loving. His words were very affectionate. Are we hearing a little bit how we should speak? Are we getting a lesson here, devotees? Garudaji, that Vahan, the vehicle of Mahavishnu Bhagavan, was speaking with great modesty and great affection and great love, great humility and great simplicity. And devotees, this is the sign of a knowledgeable person. This is a sign of a knowledgeable person. That the more knowledgeable we become, the more humble we become, the more loving we become, the more caring we become. The more ignorant we are, the more arrogant we are. The more we will speak with pride. The more we will speak with egotistical. The more we will speak down to others. Devotees, it's our responsibility towards ourselves to make ourselves more knowledgeable, to make ourselves more humble, to make ourselves more simple, to make ourselves more loving. I was having a conversation with a person earlier this week, and the point came up that we should be good to all. We should try to be good to all. It doesn't matter how they approach us. There's a saying, if we have nothing good to say, then we shouldn't say anything at all. It's a very good practice, devotees. If we have nothing good to say, stay quiet. You save yourself a lot of problem. Save yourself a lot of difficulty. When we say good things to people, devotees, not to fool them, in Trinidad we say mama guy. We don't want to fool them. We don't want to mama guy them. Not for that purpose, but you speak something that is good to another, and you build that person, and you make them feel good. You know what is happening, devotees? When you make that person feel good, then that person starts to develop good thoughts towards you, a good feeling towards you. And then what happens, devotees, as they develop that good feeling towards you, what is a thought? A thought is an action. A thought is energy. And those good thoughts, devotees, starts to vibrate, and that good energy starts to come towards us. You ever think about this? It pays to be humble. It pays to be simple. It pays to be loving and caring to others. This is a very important lesson that we are learning here. And Kakbusundaji, Harshe Atikag, devotees, Man Harshe Atikag, that Kakbusundaji, he felt a thrill of joy, a thrill of happiness upon hearing these words. And that happiness, devotees, Pulaka Gata Lochan Sajala, devotees, all the hair on his body stood on edge. You ever experienced this? Somebody speaking to you and you feel that truth in what they're saying, that honesty in what they're saying. And what happens? And you feel that energy surging through you, and all the hair on your body will stand on edge. I'm sure we've experienced this. And Kakbusundaji is experiencing this at this time. Hearing the modesty, the honesty, the simplicity of the speech of Garud, devotees, he is experiencing this energy. And devotees, Lochan Sajala, tears came to his eyes. Tears came to his eyes, devotees. So much he was feeling. So much love he was feeling. He wasn't feeling sad. He wasn't feeling upset. He was feeling love. Devotees, this is the power of our words, This is the power of our words. Our words can either build up someone, can break them down. Our choice. Our choice, devotees. We have to watch our words very, very carefully. And devotees, Kakbusundaji, feeling this wonderful emotion, what happened? Let us hear in this next Doha. श्रोता सुमति सुशील सुचि कथा रसिक हरिदास रामा कथा रसिक हरिदास पायु माति गोप्यमपि सचन करहि प्रकाश रामा सचन करहि प्रकाश सिया वर रामचंद्र पद जय शरणं शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। श्रोता सुमति सुशील सुचि कथा रसिक हरिदास। Devotees, Lord Shiva is saying this katha to Parvati Mata. He says, "O Parvati, when a learned person finds another one who will listen." Now we've gone through all the qualities of listening many times, right? Recently we spoke about active listening, passive listening. When a learned person finds a good listener, one who is intelligent, one who is courteous, one who is humble, one who is willing to learn, one who is Haridas, a servant of Shri Hari, a servant of the Lord, devotees. Lord Shiva is saying, Payuma ati gopyamapi. Devotees, that one who loves to hear the katha of the Lord, that one who loves to hear the katha of the Lord, they reveal to them, gopyamapi. They reveal to them the deepest secrets. They reveal to them the deepest secrets that will remove the darkness of ignorance, that will ignite that light of spirituality to them, devotees. But we have to be a good listener. What Lord Shiva is saying? We have to be a good listener. And when a learned person realizes that we are a good listener, then all of these secrets will be revealed. Now we will try to understand this, that how will a person decide who is a good listener, who is not a good listener, and how they will differentiate. You know, if I'm speaking to 100 people or 50 people, how am I to differentiate who is listening and who is not listening? Devotee is not for me to differentiate. It's for your own mind. It's for your own mind to differentiate who's a good listener or not. Because 50 people listening, 50 people will get 50 different experiences. 50 people will get different levels of benefits as they listen. 50 people will retain different amounts as they listen, devotees. So it's not for me. Your mind has to become the good listener. Your intellect has to become the good listener, devotees. And then the deepest secrets, Paramagopya Parameshta, Mantra Ramanam, Paramagopya, that supreme secret, Parameshta, that supreme Lord, Mantra Ramanam, that mantra, that is Ram Nam. It's a supreme secret, it is said, devotees. It's a supreme secret that, you know, many of us, even though we know the value of chanting Ram Nam, how many times we take the opportunity to chant Ram Nam? How many times we take the opportunity to say different things that may not bring any benefit at all or bring to us difficulty instead. Ram, 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 Shri Ram, Ram, Ram. We all chant together. Ram, Ram, Ram. Bhajan is telling us devotees to chant the name of Prabhu Shri Ram. But how to chant the devotees? प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम राम राम
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
Bhajan is telling us prema mudita manase kaho. With a great amount of love in your heart, devotees, a great amount of love in your mind, expressing that love, you chant, you say the name of the Lord, then you gain that benefit, you gain that blessing. पाप कते दुख मिते लेत राम नाम पाप कते दुख मिते भव समुद्र सुकर नाव एक राम नाम
समुद्र सकड़ नाम एक राम
राम राम राम राम राम राम राम राम राम श्री राम 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 परम गोप्य परम इष्ट मंत्र राम नाम
परम गोप्य परम इष्ट मंत्र राम नाम
संत हृदय सदा बसत एक राम नाम संत हृदय सदा बसत राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 बोलिए श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय संत हृदय सदा बसत that in the hearts of the saints, in the hearts of the saints, the rishis, the munis, devotees, Sara Basata always resides Ek Ram Naam, the name of Shri Ram, devotees, the name of Shri Ram. Such a wonderful feeling to chant. This bhajan reminds us, devotees, all the time. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram. Shiva Narayan Sur Kabira, Baja Baja Ek Tar Majira. These wonderful saints, these rishis, these munis, devotees, playing their instruments. अमर हो गई तुलसी मीरा, तुलसीदास जी, मीराबाई जी. What they are doing? They became immortal by le kar harinam, by chanting the name of the Lord. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram.
Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram.
मात पिता भगनी सुत डारा, साथ ना जाए गाजग सारा. मात पिता भगनी सुत डारा, साथ न जाए गाजग सारा. कूच करेगा जब बंजारा, कूच करेगा जब बंजारा. चोर सकल धन धाम भज मन, राम राम श्री राम भज मन, राम राम श्री राम. श्री राम, श्री राम.
Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram bhaj man, Ram Ram, Shri Ram.
शिव नारायण सूर कबीरा, बजा बजा एक तार मंजीरा. शिव नारायण सूर कबीरा, बजा बजा एक तार मंजीरा. अमर हो गए तुलसी मीरा, अमर हो गए तुलसी मीरा. ले लेकर हरि नाम भज मन, राम राम श्री राम भज मन.
Ram Ram, Shri Ram.
श्री राम, श्री राम, श्री राम भज मन, राम राम श्री राम भज मन.
Ram Ram, Shri Ram.
भज मन, राम राम श्री राम भज मन, राम राम श्री राम. So what we have to do, devotees? We have to tell the mind all the time, Bhaj man, Ram Ram Shri Ram, Bhaj man, Ram Ram Shri Ram. Oh mind, bhajana, chant, chant the name of Shri Ram, chant the name of Shri Ram all the time. We are reminding that mind to do this for the highest benefit that one can get. Boli Shri Raja Ramchandra Bhagavan ki Jai. So our time has quickly run away with us this morning. So at this time we'll engage in our final arti. So those who are performing arti at home, please go to your altar, perform arti. If not, we all stand in reverence to Prabhu as we engage in our Ramayana arti. Om Sajam Savarti Sanyuktam Avahanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Deveshu Trailokyam Timirapaham आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित के. आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीरति कलित ललित
गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद शुक सनकादिशेष और शारद बरनी पवन सुत कीरति के. आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीरति कलित ललित सियति की
गावत वेद पुराण अष्टदश चाहु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनि जन धन संतन को सरबस मुनि जन धन संतन को
सर्वस
सार अंश सम्मत सभी के आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियति की
गावत संतत शंभु भवानी गावत संतत शंभु भवानी और भक्त संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि पर जब खानी काग कुसुंदी गरुड़ के आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियति की
कलिमल हरण विषय रस पीक सुभग श्रृंगार मुक्ति जुवती की दलन रोग भव मोरी अमी की दलन रोग भव तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपि की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण
जी की
कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की कीरति कलित ललित
सियपि की
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय
जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
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 ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. At this time, devotees, if you have flowers, please take a flower in your hand. We all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads as we engage in our final pratana to end this morning's devotion. We humbly pray and ask grace and blessings of the Lord to be upon our sponsor devotee today and her entire family. to all who have celebrated special occasions in your life during the past week, and all who have participated this morning as we lead up to the wonderful day of Mahashivratri. We all pray and we ask for that guidance and that blessing of the Lord to always tread the path of righteousness, to do that which is correct, leading ourselves to higher and higher planes of spirituality, higher and higher states of peace, happiness, contentment. Let us all pray together. Hari Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janadanam Yata Pujitam Mama Deva Devi Paripuranam Tarastumai Om Avahanam na janami Visarjanam Pujam Chaiva na janami Shamyatam Parameshwaram Tvameva Mata Shapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Shasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityur Ma Mritam Gamaya He Sarva Shaktiman Sachidananda Nirakar Nirvikar Sarvadhar Sarveshwar Sarva Vyapakantaryami Ajar Amar Nitya Pavitra सृष्टि कर्ता को बारंबार नमस्कार है। हे परमात्मा, भविष्य वर्तमान दुखियों का कष्ट हरण करके सुबुद्धि को प्रकाश कर कि जिससे सबका मंगल होए। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। Here said devotees, when Lord Shiva plays his Damaru, it is for the destruction of that which is not good. So we ask that Lord devotees to play his Damaru into our lives, helping us to overcome negative qualities and tendencies, and bringing to the forefront in our lives those qualities of goodness, those qualities of purity, those qualities of auspiciousness. Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru. We are asking Lord Shiva to play that Damaru. Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru, Bajave Damaru. Shiva bam 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 bhola bajave Damaru. Shiva bam 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 bhola bajave Damaru. Bajave Damaru, bajave Damaru, bajave Damaru, bajave Damaru, bajave Damaru, bajave Damaru, bajave Damaru. Shiva bam 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 bhola 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 bajave Damaru. बोलिए श्री महापति महादेव की जय। बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। और ऐसा जगन्नाथ की जय। बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय। सियापति रामचंद्र की जय। बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म के जय। जय जय सीताराम। आसन लीजिए। प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स devotees. So as we all know, tomorrow is that auspicious day, Mahashivratri, and here at the Mandir we will be observing 2 of the prahars. So beginning at 9 p.m. our live stream will begin, and Devotees will be invited to participate with us at your own homes. We have provided a comprehensive list of items that you would need to perform your offerings at home. So you can prepare those items and have them on hand. At the 9 o'clock time, we'll do an opening prayer, opening pratana, and invocation to Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. We'll do Abhishek to our lingam, and we'll be doing our puja to our lingam. Then we will move on to our Bedi puja. So while this is happening, we will not shut the live off. We'll continue the live. We'll have some bhajans and so on being done during that time. And while the puja is happening, then after this, we'll engage in little katha and little information about Lord Shiva, some more kirtan bhajans until the time of 12 o'clock. We'll engage in some mantra jap before that time. And then at 12 o'clock again, we'll engage in one more offering together with all of you. And after this, we'll do our arti and we'll close here at the mandir. Those who are able to and wish to observe 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock, you are more than welcome to do that at your home. And, it's recommended if you can to do it. But we will be doing the 9 and 12 here, so you all can, join with us as we observe this wonderful night, this great night of Lord Shiva, this great night of auspiciousness. So once more, devotees, God's choicest blessings upon each and every one of you. Join with us tomorrow at 9 p.m. as we celebrate Maha Shivratri. Until then, Jai Jai.